right, so we took a look at that. So let's take a look at, I guess, the complete overview first.
Ladies and lads, Bag here. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks to Bandai Namco, I was invited to the Bandai Namco EU headquarters in Lyon, France, and got to play Tekken 8 early. The game felt
Everyone
amazing,
was
and
pretty
after
much
playing
able
the
to
game
freaking play
and
Tekken 8
talking
early.
to the developers, it's clear that they've made
Except for
changes to the
select
game
few
to
people.
make it more aggression-based. There's a lot to go over for this system overview, so let's get straight into it. Ladies and lads, Tekken 8 system overview.
All right.
So first up, let's go over the general system changes for Tekken 8. Number 1, running tackles no longer exist. I suppose that was a change to prevent people getting an advantage by being too far away. Because in Tekken 7, if you're far away enough from your opponent and you run in,
I mean, this is...
you do a plus on block running tackle, which is actually a power crush as well. So it gives you a little bit of an advantage. In past Tekken games before Tekken 7, it was actually an unblockable. But now, if you were to run in on your opponent, you'll just stop right in front of them. Number 2.
Wow, that's crazy.
Actually makes the character run now. Now, this was a little bit weird for me to get used to at first, but it makes it much easier to approach and do running moves. But don't worry, it doesn't make it possible to do instant running. I think this was just a change to allow people who are new to the game to perhaps be able to get in much easier. So
I guess that's a little bit more accessible.
Will give you a run. Number 3, wall bounces no longer exist in Tekken. Now this is from what we saw.
Hold on, what did that just say?
And it doesn't seem like any of them had. Now this is from what we. Number 3, wall bounces no longer exist in Tekken. Now this is from what we saw. We played a lot of different characters, and it doesn't seem like any of them had wall bounces. Now, wall bounce was added into the game with Geese's back 2 back in Tekken 7.
Okay.
And eventually, everybody got one, but I don't think they exist anymore in Tekken.
Interesting.
Next up, we've got a big one. Get up kicks no longer knock you down, even on counter hits. This is a huge change made to prevent players being scared to approach the opponent on the floor and be more aggressive. I'm personally happy with this one as I got hit.
That's actually a pretty nice change. I appreciate that.
Not going to be launched by running into a get up kick. Ladies and lads, then
it makes a lot more sense.
Massive change, maybe even the biggest. Magic 4s no longer launch on counter hit. This is a huge change. Magic 4s have always been an incredible answer to aggressive play, and now they've been changed. In order to get a Magic 4 counter hit launch, you now have to commit to a full string, like Laws 4-3. But doing that puts you at risk of getting ducked and launched. So there's now more risk to throwing out a Magic 4. Now, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Some people will be happy, some people will be upset. But this will definitely force a player to play more aggressive and actually encourage them to play more aggressive. You're no longer scared of getting hit by an 11 frame, 12 frame count hit launcher. You can throw out those down forward ones. You can be more aggressive and you won't get hit too badly.
Jesus Christ, that did so much damage.
It might actually make you laugh as well, because it made me laugh. Right, here we go. Rage arts are now minus 13. Yes, you heard it correctly. You heard it right. Rage arts are no longer launch punishable. Now, this is from what we tested with some of the characters, and I don't know if this is going to remain the way it is.
Wow.
But definitely a 100%, no mistakes. The rage arts were not launch punishable when we played the game. So I wonder if that is, again, a change they've decided to make to prevent players from being scared to throw it out. I think they want players to throw it out and not be punished too hard for it. Either way, rage arts still do a lot of damage, and yeah, they're not going to be punished too heavily.
Oh wow,
yo,
that rage art with King though. With the Ender. Spring kicks no longer knocked down. Oh really now? I think
this makes sense now given the other changes, because as you know, they've already nerfed get up kicks. So they're nerfing spring kick as well. They really
that makes sense. That makes sense.
To approach their opponent on the floor.
Any form of like get up attack is probably not going to knock you down at this point.
The next change is something we anticipated. Low parries no longer give combo extenders like tailspin unless you use the heat burst. Now this makes it so much less risky to use lows, because in Tekken 7, even using a relatively safe low, or even a safe one, can lead to 50% of your health being gone. So this is definitely a welcome change. Now this one you guys already knew, but chip damage now exists in Tekken.
Yep.
But it leaves recoverable health. Now one thing
I believe that's what we saw in the heat system.
That chip damage is much, much less. And as the developers already said, you cannot actually die from chip damage. So there you have it. Here are the changes from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 that I was able to identify from playing the game. Now I didn't go over heat system because we're going to be talking about that later in a separate part of the video. But before that, let's go over the things that still exist and are the same between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. So number 1, flip over Oki still exists. So moves like Asuka or Jun's forward 2 will still flip you over when you're on the ground and force you into another mix-up. Now I'm sure you'll be pleased to know, but throws are very much similar to Tekken 7. You can break generic grabs with 1 or 2, and the throw break window.
Obviously, that would make a lot more. That would make a lot of sense to not change that.
Grabs. Now I know if I don't mention this, I'm gonna get a million dislikes on this video, so I might as well mention it right now, ladies and lads. The movement feels very similar to Tekken 7. Like honestly, it felt very fluid, and it might be either the same as Tekken 7 or even better. I noticed that some characters still have different backdashes, but in general, the movement felt good. And I think that if we want to know if it is actually better than Tekken 7, we'll have to wait and do some framework, see how the backdash is and see how the sidestep is and everything. But in general, it feels really good. Next up, combo extenders are still a thing. Now, Tekken 7 combo extenders were from moves.
So they haven't changed any of like the combos.
The tailspin. In Tekken 8, the combo
they haven't changed the combo length
and feels more like a tail flip. The moves launch you upwards and allow you to connect moves a lot easier. Because of the upwards momentum of the tail flip, it means that you get less wall carry, but it's a lot easier for you to connect your combo ender because you don't have to dash in as far. And as you can see in this example, Jack's even able to do a dash into up 1+2 to get a wall splat.
That was an interesting combo just now.
Tail flip though is that it actually works at the wall, similar to Tekken 6 Bound. So now you can go for a full wall.
I believe that's what we saw in the videos, the trailers.
For the wall. As you can see here in this example, the Nina string flips up the opponent and almost re-wall splats. In another example, you see Law get a wall splat and use down to 3 as a tail flip to get another higher wall splat. However, this does count as an extra wall hit, so getting the 4-3 into DSS Dragon Cannon actually didn't work here as demonstrated in the clip. So in Tekken 6 you had the bound, which gave you downward momentum. In Tekken 7 you had the tail spin, which gave you forward momentum. And now in Tekken 8 you have the tail flip, which gives you upwards momentum. Finally, power crashes are still in the game. Now power crashes have been
from what we saw, yes, this makes sense.
Answer to dealing with heat pressure, as you can see in the example in the video. We still don't know what the properties of these power crushes are in terms of when they activate and all the kind of nerdy frame stuff about it, but they are still in the game and they do have a lot of utility. So be ready to learn what your character's power crushes are, because I think they're going to be important. So there you go. That's more or less all the similarities between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 as far as system goes. Now let's talk about the heat system.
All right.
The heat system is a period of an extendable 10 seconds where your character has access to multiple strong offensive options. I'm going to be talking about 2 main subjects here to break this down. Number 1, how to enter heat, and number 2, heat energy. The 2 main ways to enter heat are heat engager and heat burst. Starting with heat engagers. Heat engagers are special moves which automatically puts the player into heat and runs at the opponent to get a significant advantage. Each character is said to have an average of 5 of these, and as you can see, can be very, very oppressive. Heat can be a great way to start your offense, but as you can see in the video, can also be used to extend combos. An important detail about heat engagers though, is that they're only going to put you into heat if the moves hit. Heat Burst is the other way you can enter into heat. Heat Burst is a Tekken 6 bound type move which puts the player into heat at a slight advantage on block and hit. The difference here is that on Heat Burst, you can enter into heat even on block. You can use both Heat Engager and Heat Burst to make some pretty interesting combos.
Bam.
Now when it comes to Heat Energy, you want to keep two things in mind. Heat Dash and Heat Smash. Let's talk about Heat Energy now. As you can see in the corner of the heat bar, you have two chains that look like the number 8. That's Heat Energy and allows you to perform additional functions such as Heat Dash and Heat Smash. When you're in heat, you can choose to use Heat Dash, which is where the character dashes forward after using one of the Heat Engager moves to give you more advantage on block or extend combos and even turn Engager moves into launchers. Heat Dashes deplete 1 Heat Energy each usage. Heat Smash, on the other hand, is a special attack which takes all of your heat meter and energy.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn!
Entering heat with Heat Engager gives +2 heat energy, and entering with Heat Burst gives +1 heat energy. Heat lasts 10 seconds but stops depleting while you're attacking, blocking, in the air, or if you're being attacked. An important detail about heat also is that when you have heat and you attack, you will be gaining back your chip damage on block and on hit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Another interesting detail is that there are chains around the character avatar when heat is available. Heat is a big part of Tekken 8. It's going to be so significant to the competitive scene and even the casual scene. So get used to it and get ready to make some sick combos.
Oh, I can only imagine exactly how, like, especially given how combo extensions
is the special style, which
haven't been
Namco
changed
created in order to help new players getting into Tekken perform cool combos and moves with easy inputs.
It's quite possibly going to be the craziest looking game.
3, 4, and R1. Now, this isn't going to be significant at any medium to high level, but for people new to learning Tekken, it can be a great way to start. Kind of like training wheels when you're learning to ride a bike, and I think that is a great addition into the game.
Alright. So that was one of the videos. Not too shabby in terms of the, like, overall system for what they have gathered. Let me take a look, see whether or not if it started. Nope, we're all good. Okay. So yeah, that was not too shabby. That was not too shabby at all. I should have enough time in order for me to watch something else. Let's take a look at the all outros, intros, special intros, and so on and so forth. Should have enough time to take a look at this. Kazuya Mishima. Damn. My favorite one. The swag, bruh. Oh shit! I think there was a little bit of purple in that one. Oh wait. Oh wait, he's all scratched up and dirty. Oh dude, that victory screen is so sick. Alright, some of the stuff that we've seen already. So far, so good. I think this was in the overview video. Yep. Yep. This was used on Kazuya. It's the same one. It's not too shabby on how it actually ends when you get the win. Alright. I'm loving the dude. I am loving that victory screen. That background is so damn good. Whoa. Still can't really say that I'm too into Jin's rage art still. Bam! Jesus. Here we go. Target acquired. Proton cannon. I'll never get tired of saying that. So far, so good. A lot of familiar stuff that we've seen from the trailers. Damn, why did that felt like it hit so much harder than normal? I'm kind of wanting to like see what these rage arts looks like when you defeat the your opponent. That's what I'm really wanting to see the most.
I'll show you.
Oh shit, we got a view of Paul with his jacket already ripped. So like instead of showing the jacket ripping again, it actually just shows his muscles flexing. Nice touch, nice touch.
Do you want to learn martial arts?
I used to. That angle right there with the pause screen is not too shabby with Law.
You're not getting away.
That just said no escape. They kind of need to fix that.
Die in silence.
Ooh, now that was that's what I want to see.
Disappointing.
That's what I want to see. I want to see, and then not to mention the fact, I'm loving the fact that you actually get to see a lot of the like battle effects, or essentially like the after battle stuff that's on their bodies from the dirt and so on and so forth. All that good nonsense. That's a very nice detail. I like it when they do that. Again, I really want to see enders. I want to see like the rage arts actually like defeating the opponent. June! 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 Ooh, I like that. I like that. Nice intro. Oh, we're gonna be seeing. Did they subdue the sound effect? It seems to me they subdued the sound effect. I could slightly hear it, but not really. I like that. I like that victory screen. That's nice. Or that outro. So apparently there are special intros. I need to see this. I sure hope it's exactly what I think it is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh damn! That's fucking sick. No, rewind that back, bro. Wow. Oh, light. Dude, that's so fucking badass. I like that. Hey, yo. Oh, dude. Oh, now this is nice. Ooh. Like, getting ready for the fight. Are we going to be seeing the... This is likely going to be the interaction that we saw with June's trailer. Yep. It's exactly the same. Oh, she says something different. Oh my god, dude. This is pretty much like freaking Tekken 3 intros, dude. And so, though it's not like the camera is not like panning and so on and so forth, but it's like between each round you actually get to like see the characters on the screen for a second before the round starts, and that's, dude, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.